I was just revising this thing.
This call is now being recorded.
Time variant and time invariant. We were discussing systems. So from, if I see the definition, the system which varies with time, that is a time variant. Varies with time means whose input output characteristics vary with time. And time invariant if the input output characteristics of the system do not vary with time. So if you if you just see this, we took an input xn, the output is yn. Fine. Then if we delay the input by k samples, I have delayed here the input by k samples, and your output is also delayed by k samples. Means whatever change you are doing in the input, the same is reflected in the output. So this is a time invariant system. Means the input output characteristics of the system, they are not varying with time. Even if you are delaying it, the input, the same effect is reflected in the output. And I told you how to check this. So now you know that yn, the transformation of xn, that is yn, means yn is the output of the system. So y, I told you about the two concepts here. So first is the output due to delayed input, that is yn comma k, we represent it by yn comma k. So that will be the transformation of x of n minus k. Or when I'm talking of the delayed input, means I'm just delaying the input. So the input here is delayed. And what is this? This is yn when your actually input is delayed by k samples. This is how we represent it. That is, we just take the value of yn, and wherever you have the input, we replace it by x of n minus k. That is delayed by k samples. Next is the delayed output. Delayed output means that the output is delayed. So yn, wherever n is there in that particular system, you will replace it by n minus k. So this is the output, basically the output delayed by k units. That is the delayed output, one and the same thing. So if these two are equal, that is output due to delayed input, this is equal to the delayed output, then your system is said to be time invariant, means its input output characteristics, they are not varying with time. But if this is not equal, if these two are not equal, then your system is said to be time variant. So now this is very important, I told you yesterday also. And from here you definitely have the problems. Whenever you will have the multiple choice questions or even the subjective type questions, you have the problems related to this. So let us now move on to the problem. It will be much more clear. Let us take a question. So I am taking a question. First of all, I am taking a simple question. I will just rub this now. I am taking a system, and so I'm taking a system. Let us say we take a simple system. So the problem is, that is, you have to find whether the system yn is equal to xn. Check whether the system yn is equal to xn is time variant or time invariant. Fine. So first of all, what you have to do, why those steps, whatever the two steps that I have told you. So first of all, you know the system. So yn is equal to basically transformation of xn. Fine. So yn is equal to transformation of xn, but we have yn is equal to xn only here, na? So we'll write simply yn is equal to xn. So the first step, the output due to input delayed by k units. The output due to input delayed by k units. That is the first step. And how did we represent that? We represent that by yn comma k. Yn comma k, right? So yn comma k, that basically it is equal to yn when xn is equal to x of n minus k. Fine. So this is actually yn when xn is equal to xn minus k. That what is that equal to? It is just equal to x of n minus k. Means we are just replacing xn by x of n minus k. So you know yn comma k, that is equal to x of n minus k. Now we have to find the output delayed by k units. Second step is the output delayed by k units. I'm doing it here. So output delayed by k units. So we represent it by yn minus k. Fine. So this is equal to wherever you have n in the output, you have to replace it by n minus k. That is only the output delayed by k units. Fine. So what do you get? That will also be equal to wherever you have n, you have to replace it by n minus k. So that is again x of n minus k. So in this problem, let us represent this 1, this by 2. So here 1 is equal to 2 means your y of n comma k, that is equal to y of n minus k. So that is why this system, here these two are equal. So this system is a time invariant system. Fine. So the input output characteristics of the system are not varying with time. That is why this is a time invariant system. So last step you can mention that so system is time invariant. This was the simplest problem. Now we will move to some complex problem. First of all, if there is any doubt in this, you can ask me. Then I will move to. So in the first step, what you have to do, you have just to replace the input with its delayed version. And in the second step, you have to check by just substituting n is equal to n minus k in the value of yn. That is in the output equation. If those two come out, make out to be the same, then your system is time invariant. Any doubt up till here, you please ask me. Otherwise, I will move forward to the next problem. So to some complex problem, this was the simplest problem. Can I move forward? Rahul, Anand, Harmeet, Ankit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm rubbing this now. I'm going to some different problem. My next question is, let us take the system to be yn. Let us take yn. उसी में कुछ और ऐड करते हैं हम xn plus, let us say we have some other term that is n of xn minus 2. So we have added a time multiplication of the time with some delayed version of the input. Fine. So the same steps now you have to do. First of all, you know that yn is equal to transformation of xn. And what is it equal to? It is given by xn, whatever is given to you in the question, n of xn minus 2. Just try to understand the things. Now the first step is the output due to input delayed by k units. And we represent it by yn comma k. This is basically the transformation when your input is delayed by k units. Fine. So yn transformation of x of n minus k. Yeah, I can write it as this is equal to yn when your input xn is equal to x of n minus k. तो अब आप देखिए yn में when your input is x of n minus k, then what will be your yn? Just have a look at this. So it is equal to, wherever it is n, replace it by n minus k. Fine. So what do I get? X of n है तो n, x of n minus k plus n x of, now here also it will be delayed. It is x of n minus 2, so it will be x of n minus 2 minus k. So this is what do you have? What you have, y of n comma k means your input is delayed by k samples in all the I can say in the expression for y of n. Fine. Second is, this was the first step. Second step is the output delayed by k units. Second step. इसमें हमें क्या करना है? इसमें we will just have a look at the y of n, and at all the wherever you have n, it will be replaced by n minus k. Output delayed by k units means I've just written it. So in the previous question, so कैसे लिखा था हमने? Y of n minus k. This is equal to y of n when your n is equal to n minus k. अब यहाँ पे can you write what will be this equal to y of n minus k? Can you write? All of you write in your notebook. Last step is left. Write in your notebook. I hope I am able to explain and you are getting what I am trying to explain with the help of these two examples of time variance and time invariance. So in the first step, you have to just delay the input by k samples, output due to input delayed by k units or k samples. And in the second step, you have to find the output delayed by k units. In that case, you have to delay the output by k units. Means wherever you have n, obviously then it will be replaced by n minus k. So what will be y of n minus k? X of n minus k plus, here also it will be replaced by n minus k. X of n minus k minus 2. So in this case, are the two equal? Are our two parameters equal? That is y of n comma k and y of n minus k? Yes, anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they equal?
मैम एक बार मैम इसको मैम फिर से बता दीजिएगा मैम, मेरी बार बार मीटिंग लीव हो गई थी बीच में.
देखो बेटा, दो स्टेप्स हैं. पहला है आउटपुट ड्यू टू इनपुट डिलेड बाय के यूनिट्स. ठीक है, मींस ठीक है, मतलब उस केस में फर्स्ट स्टेप में हमें सिर्फ इनपुट को डिले करना है. इनपुट क्या है? xn. ठीक है, जहां जहां xn होगा या x of n माइनस जो भी होगा, तो इट विल बी रिप्लेस्ड बाय k, इट विल बी डिलेड बाय k
फर्स्ट स्टेप में इनपुट डिले करना है कि आउटपुट डिले करना है?
इनपुट फर्स्ट स्टेप में ये देखिए ना,
तो ये तो मैम आउटपुट हुआ ना टी वाला तो.
हाँ जी,
ओके मैम.
आउटपुट ड्यू टू इनपुट डिलेड बाय के यूनिट्स है ना, तो सिर्फ इनपुट को डिले करना है, मतलब जब xn को डिले करना है या x of n माइनस जो भी है उसको डिले करना है, और किसी पैरामीटर को आपने नहीं डिले करना है. फाइन. तो दैट इज व्हाई यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? x of n माइनस के प्लस n वैसे का वैसे रहेगा x of n माइनस 2 माइनस के. फाइन. In the second step, you have to delay the output by k units, that is output delayed by k units. तो उस केस में क्या हो जाएगा? उस केस में क्या होगा कि जहां जहां आपका n है yn में, वहां वहां आपका n minus k आएगा. तो उस केस में let me write that what you will get. So I've written here, I am now writing it here. So y of n minus k beta, it will be equal to, what was your equal to this? It was equal to x of n minus k plus, now there was also n. So n minus k. Instead of n, now it will be n minus k, x of n minus 2 minus k. So now you can see that let us represent this by 1 and this by 2. So you can say that 1 is not equal to 2. That is why this is what time varying system or time variant system. Is it clear now? So we have taken So it means that you just have a look. Means if so it means that if in your representation of the system you have that is also dependent upon the time. क्यों आ रहा है ये टाइम वेरिंग बेटा? बिकॉज आपका ये जो रिलेशनशिप है इनपुट एंड आउटपुट का, इसमें टाइम आ रहा है, ठीक है, ये टाइम पे डिपेंडेंट है. एन मीन्स द डिस्क्रीट टाइम. दैट इज वाई अगर आप ऐसे आपको क्वेश्चन आता है ना, अगर आपको मल्टीपल चॉइस में भी आता है, तो अगर आप डायरेक्टली आपको कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है तो आप देख के ही बता सकते हैं कि ये टाइम वेरिंग है. आपको इतना बड़ा करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी था. बट अगर 5 मार्क्स में इफ यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ 5 मार्क्स, then obviously you have to do all these steps. But if there is a multiple choice question and in the question you see that there is a time term in the relationship of the input with the output, ये क्या बता रहा है आपको? एक्चुअली ये टाइम ये बता रहा है कि आपका how your input is related with the output, ठीक है ना? So that is why this is a time varying system or a time varying system. Just hold on, students. Any doubt up till here? Students, any doubt? Today I'm feeling that you are not responding. Any problem to anyone?
मैम मीट बार बार लीव हो जा रही थी मेरी.
अच्छा, okay, network issue.
यस मैम.
Okay, so I'm rubbing this now, and now we will do the question on the other, that is, let us do the question on the linear and non-linear, because the time invariant and linear and non-linear both are very important. You mostly get a question on these in 2 marks or 5 marks, and they are very basic, and you can also have a question on the causal and non-causal also. Fine. So let us do some questions on today. I will concentrate on the numerical part because tomorrow I am going to have your quiz. So that is why just we should have the practice on that. So next is, I hope all of you are writing in your notebook, because these questions, whatever I am taking in the class, obviously इनमें से ही क्वेश्चंस आपको आएंगे, ठीक है? Means there will be questions like these only. These are the important questions. So I hope all of you are doing. So problem is that find whether the system is linear or non-linear. So can anyone tell me what is the difference between linear and non-linear systems? Yes. So linear system is a system which satisfy both the superposition and the homogeneity principle, whereas the non-linear system, it doesn't satisfy those principles. So the question that is given to you is yn is equal to 2xn plus 4. So this is the relationship between the input and the output. So the question is yn is equal to 2xn plus 4. So now I will again, we did a question actually. That day I told you the steps, and we did a question also, simple question. So let us just do another one to make your concept much more clear. And obviously you have to practice whenever you have to definition तो आप लिख देंगे, but you have to analyze. You have to see that whether that system is linear or non-linear, time invariant or invariant. So that is possible only if you practice the things and practice the questions. So yn is equal to 2xn plus 4. So it means that I can say that again yn, it is equal to transformation of xn, which is equal to 2xn plus 4. Now if you remember in the linear and non-linearity check, what we have to do is we have to take two inputs. Means first of all we have to see for an input x1n, what is your output. So for an input x1n, our output will be y1n, which will be equal to 2 of x1n plus 4. Means you have to just see the representation of the system. Means if you give an input x1n, what will be your output? That will be y1n. So you can write it like this. Fine. Then for an input x2n, two inputs we take usually. So your output is very simple. It's very simple. Just try to understand 2xn plus 4. Fine. So these are the first two steps. Now what are the next two steps to check whether the system is linear or non-linear? So first of all, you have to find the weighted sum of outputs. आपने ये दो outputs निकाल लिए हैं, ठीक है? There are two inputs. पहले आपने एक दी input, कोई भी system है जैसे, तो xn is the input and yn is the output. ठीक है? So you give an input x1n, you get an output y1n. You give an input x2n, you get an output y2n. Now next step is you have to find the weighted sum of outputs. What do you mean by weighted, beta? Who will tell me? Yes? What is weighted? Weighted sum of outputs. No answer. Anand?
मैम नो आइडिया.
That day we discussed, actually in between we discussed the Z transform now. So that is why I think you have forgotten. Okay, no issue. So weighted sum of output means that weighted means you are multiplying the output with some constant. Okay? Weighted means you are just, I can say, scaling the parameter. So what weighted sum of output, जब हम एक standard A और B constants लेते हैं, A into y1n plus B into y2n. This is weighted sum of outputs. इसको we have weighted the output y1, we have weighted the output y2, and then we have added them. That is why this is known as weighted sum of output. So a y1n plus b y2n. What will be this equal to? A y1n. Just write in your notebook. A y1n plus b y2n. All of you do this in your notebook. A into y1n plus b into y2n. Yes, all of you do in your notebook. I will check your notebook randomly. Just multiply y1n with A and y2n with B and see what do you get. This is 4.
मैम 2 into in bracket ax1n plus bx2.
Show me your notebook. Can you show me? Just show me your notebook. वीडियो दिखाओ मुझे. दिख जाएगी.
मैम आज थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क इश्यूज है, मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, just try if I'm able to see that. Just hold on. It's not visible. Like when I'm seeing on my laptop. 2 into a and 2 a x1 n, very good, plus b x2n, yes, plus 4, yes, very good. It's just hold on. It's exactly right actually. Fine. Okay. So just it's simple you have to ठीक है बेटा. So it means that what do you get? A into y1 n, a into this term plus b into this term. So a into this is what you get. So इसको अब बस थोड़ा सा आपको manipulate कर लेना है. So we'll write this as 2 we can take common. So what do we get? A into x1n plus b into x2n plus 4 into a plus b. Simple. ठीक है. Now what is the second step? Beta? I will tell you that. Then you do that. So you can mark this as 1. Fine. So now what is the second thing? First is the weighted sum of output. Second is the output due to weighted sum of inputs. Means what is your output if you are weighting your inputs? Inputs कितने हैं हमारे पास? 2. Now we have to give the weighted sum of inputs as an input to this system and see what is the output. You know the relationship between the input and the output. So now let us do the second step. I'm now rubbing this because this up till here it's clear now. We have the 2 inputs. I'm now doing the second step. So second step is output due to weighted sum of inputs. So let us represent that by beta y3n. What does that mean? That we are transforming our input, but now the input is the weighted sum of inputs. Means our input is a into x1n plus b into x2n. Fine. So what is our input? What is our input now? A into x1n plus b into x2n. So let us now give this as the input to this system. So means your yn, it is related to your input like this. So it means instead of this input now xn, you will write this complete input, that is the weighted sum of inputs. So let me write that in this equation. What do I get? Twice into xn की जगह पे ये सारा weighted sum of inputs आ जाएगा. Means a into x1n plus b into x2n plus 4. Fine. Let us mark this as 2. Now, the weighted sum of outputs is not equal to the output due to weighted sum of inputs. Means our system, it is not satisfying the superposition principle. Therefore, this system is non-linear. If 1 is not equal to 2 in any of your questions systems, then your system is so non-linear. So system is non-linear. Any doubt in this? So now it should be clear that how to find a system to be time variant or time invariant, or how you can find whether a system is linear or non-linear. Any doubt to anyone?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so what about others? Is the concept to see students? So I can't ask each one of you here in this 40-minute lecture, but I keep on asking you if you have any doubt, any query. But if you listen here in the class carefully, then these things will be very simple for you. These are not at all complex things, just conceptual things. And if the concept is clear to you, मैं आपको कोई भी question दे दूंगी, you will be able to solve it. But if मैं आपको सिंपल सा भी दे दूंगी, फिर भी नहीं आप कर पाओगे अगर आप concept clear नहीं कर पाएंगे अपना. So I again tell you or request you again and again कि you can ask your queries anytime, and it's better if you ask side by side in the class so that I can explain it again. But बाद में अगर आप कहेंगे तो फिर बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा, because time फिर limited ही रहता है हमारे पास. So if there is any query, so regularly आप अपना देखें, even क्लास में ही अगर आप ध्यान से सुने, and you have to obviously see the network issue also. If there is a network issue from your side, then you have to check that also. Now I am going to take the attendance.